This is your second standby match of Mid-South Wrestling. One fall or television time remaining. Introducing first in the red corner, weighing 276 pounds from the University of Oklahoma, Steve Dr. Death Williams. His opponent in the red corner, 242 pounds, Virginia Beach, Virginia, Magnum TA.
Popular star from Virginia Beach, Virginia, Magnum TA versus Dr. Death Steve Williams. Ron West calls for the bell.
Well, this should be a great bout, Boyd Pierce, a former North American champion against Dr. Death, a four-time All-American in college wrestling, former member of the Oklahoma Sooner football team. Take this moment to congratulate the Sooners and Barry Switzer on probably the most tremendous job of coaching Barry Switzer's done in his career. Made a lot of controversy. He had two All-Americans injured, his great running backs injured, and still captured the Big 8 conference and is Orange Bowl bound and could end up being the national champion in football. And of course, Barry Switzer, a great wrestling fan, and he's a big supporter of Dr. Death, as are all the Sooner and the Oklahoma University people. Even though Dr. Death is controversial, they admire him for his strength and his tenaciousness. But this is a great bout. He shot that single leg off balance, and Magnum TA got the legs kicked back and is following him, and he's sticking like glue. I've never seen anybody be able to hold Dr. Death down for very long. Dr. Death switches into the leg, but TA's following him. And Dr. Death went to the ropes. I don't think I've ever seen Dr. Death, when somebody was straight wrestling, ever bail out and go into the ropes to break the man's ride. He's a powerful man. He's very confident. Of course, that Oklahoma Sooner football helmet on that ring has been a real thorn in the side of Hacksaw Dugan and Butch Reed, because Doc has been known to use it, as he calls it, the Dr. Death Award. And we've had the most unusual match in history brewing out of it. A full pad football match with Hacksaw Dugan. Four-year starter at SMU, All-American there. Former 3 years with the Atlanta Falcons. Played in the Canadian Football League, a tough guy. And he and Dr. Death had decided to settle it one-on-one in the pits. As they say, full gear. Top wrist lock. TA doesn't quite have that strength, I don't think, to stay with Doc. Well, he does, by gosh. TA came on back with that top wrist lock, and then Doc pounded him. Doc down to 272 pounds. I think Barry Switzer would be really excited to find out Doc again. Whoa! I think I saw that steel pole almost bend with the force that Dr. Death hit it with. Talking to a lot of the Oklahoma football players, they said if football was strictly one-on-one, that there's nobody that could stay in front of Doc. He could blow you out of there. I know he helped make Marcus Dupree an All-American as he blocked him up the middle on so many great runs. Magnum TA, what a great bout. This could be a main event on any card. This is just part of the great events you get here on Mid-South Wrestling, and we appreciate the fans, the people from New York that call us and write us, the magazine writers, and they all give one accolade, that Mid-South is the #1 wrestling in the world today on television because of its excitement. It's totally unpredictable because you have main event wrestlers against each other, and this is just typical of the type of action you get. And listen to this crowd cheer for Magnum TA as he's in a tremendous bear hug, and Doc drives him into those ropes to punish it even more. Got him up for a bear. Oh, a backbreaker, and he smashed him. You can see Dr. Death learning that continuity. And when you got a point of the body injured, attack it, attack it, attack it.
And you couldn't have used a more appropriate adjective than punishment, Bill. He's punishing him.
Oh, he's a bruiser. It's black and blue out there when you're with Dr. Death. Flashbacks. Back into that bear hug. Magnum TA is in a lot of pain right now. That is a devastating hold. Dr. Death so vicious with it. TA pulled up both knees. TA pulling up both knees, and I think Dr. Death just got his teeth shoved through his lower lip there. He's really spitting. I'll bet you he's split inside the lips. And TA knows how to dish it out a little bit too. What a drop kick, and you notice that right foot hit Dr. Death right in the mouth. Dr. Death may be spitting some chipped teeth right now. The least he's got is a totally lacerated inside of the mouth. And TA is pounding with those forearms. TA wants Ronnie West out of the way. He's mad. TA. Oh, Doc's got that helmet. Oh, he leveled him. He leveled him. Ronnie West calls for the DQ. Ronnie West calls for the DQ. TA is the winner of the match. But Dr. Death took their helmet, and he knocked TA's lights right out. He really smacked him.
Knox smashed him with a helmet, and we have more action coming up. We'll be right back on the Mid-South Wrestling Television Network.